This is Big Poppy Racing.
Welcome back to the finals of the Fat Track Free-for-All for the 2020 Diecast game. Here are the scores from round 2. These are the individual cars. The cars that advanced to round 2 got 6 points. That'll be in the far right-hand column. All the way down the list, here's the other cars. Anyone with a 6 will be racing today and is advanced on. You can see the total cars for the cars, each all the way down to any car that is scored in this event. So now let's look at the team scores after 2 rounds of the Fat Track Free-for-All. Far right-hand column of the points awarded to the teams. Their totals are on the left-hand side. These are the teams that have scored to this point in the competition. So we're ready to get to round 3. Let's get it underway. We've got Madness Motorsports, the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR, Nick Devers with his Burlesque, the League of Speeds Aston Martin Vantage, and Po' Boy Racing's Ferrari F40. Here we go. Everybody's down, everybody's around, coming down the hill through the first squeeze, and it looks like the Burlesque is going to drive away with this one. And is he going to finish? Is the Ferrari going to? Yes, he makes it. The Ferrari F40 for Po' Boy gets second. Go into Heat 2. The lanes have been changed. The Aston Martin has the early lead. Round he goes. Him and the Burlesque are fighting. The Burlesque passes. And with the pass, we'll go on to win Heat 2. The Aston Martin second. F40 third. And the Skyline fourth. Heat 3. Lanes are changed. Down we go. The Burlesque and the Aston Martin fighting each other. They're bumping. Oh, the Aston Martin has got around him. Let's see if he can hold the Burlesque off through the last curve. He will, and take the fifth. Looks like actually nobody finished except for the Aston Martin and the Skyline. The Burlesque did not finish, and the F40 did not. So now we go to Heat 4. Our last run, everybody gets a shot in every lane. Around she goes. Everybody makes it down the straightaway. Everybody so far has made it. It looks like it's going to be the Ferrari F40 is going to take first. The Burlesque second. And third is going to go to the Nissan Skyline. So where is the Aston Martin? There he is, back up in the straightaway, turned around, or turned upside down. So looking at our 4 cars and the scores, who will advance? It will be Nick Devers' Burlesque and Po' Boy Racing's F40. 3 more points and on to the next round. So who will face these 2 cars from this heat? Now, Your Nightmare Racing has a Ferrari F40 of the white version. Jim L has the Johnny Lightning Coca-Cola Studebaker. Red Pill Racing, the Carbinator. And my Hot Wheels collection, the Ferrari F40. His is black. Around they go. Looks like the Studebaker is going to come out of the curve first and second. And if he can stay on the track, I think he's going to take first, and the other F40, the white F40 from Jim L, second. Nobody else, yep, everybody else is hung up in the first round. The Carbinator is having some trouble, it looks like, he's so powerful and heavy, he just almost goes straight up into that first curve. He gets around this corner. Looks like the Ferrari, the Studebaker, and the black F40 are around, and Studebaker will take first, the black F40 second. And there's our Carbinator up at the top. Here they've changed lanes. Here we go for Heat 3. This time the Carbinator gets around. He's in first, going down the narrowing around curve 2. Don't think anybody's going to touch him. He gets clean. He does. He takes first, and the white F40 gets second. The other 2 cars are up in the first curve after mixing with him. So here we go. The last heat. Close race. Everything counts. Into the curve. Oh, we've got cars that nobody's going to make it except for the F40, it looks like, folks. If the F40 makes it around, he will take first. 5 points. No one else makes it around. The Carbinator's upside down and has blocked everybody. So here's our cars. Who's the winner? Going on to round 4, it will be Your Nightmare Racing, the Ferrari F40, and Jim L's Studebaker. Congratulations, guys. These 2 cars will take on the winners of the last 2. Let's go to Heat or Race 3. Hot Wheels Calgary Speed Bump. Nick Devers Racing. He has the Camaro IROC Z28. League of Speed with a Honda Civic, and My Hot Wheels collection with a Mazda RX-7. Here we go, first heat. Down the hill we go. Everybody's into the corner, and looks like a round. Down we go. It looks like the Camaro IROC. Oh, he's bumping with the Civic. Let's see what happens. He's going to hold him off, and the IROC will take first. The Honda Civic second, and the speed bump will make third. It does not look like the RX-7 turned over. Here's heat 2. Down they go. Around the curve. Oh, everybody looks like they're going to make it through. It's the IROC and the speed bump fighting right now. The Camaro goes around second and third curve. He will take first, speed bump second, Honda Civic third. And again, the Mazda is not able to muscle its way through this group of cars. Here's the third heat. Down they go. Around the curve. Fighting. Oh, here comes the Mazda RX-7 by all the cars. Just when you said he couldn't outmuscle them, he comes by in the third heat. He will take first. The Camaro second, speed bump third, and the Honda Civic will take fourth. Points allotted, and now we're going to the last heat. Here we go. Down the hill, through the squeeze, through the curve. It looks like we've got 2 cars down. Right now it looks like speed bump is ahead. The RX-7 is on close, trying to chase him down. Don't know if he's got enough time. He will not. The speed bumper will win first. The RX-7 will get second. Our other cars are caught up. There's the Camaro and the Civic upside down in the first turn. Here's a look at our cars, and let's see who advances. Well, the speed bump and the Camaro IROC Z28 will advance to the next round. Congratulations, fellas. These 2 cars will meet the winners of this race. Big Poppy's 97 Corvette, Dirty Deebs Racing's BMW Roadster, Peter B. Vid's front-running Fairmont, and Lady of Speed's Chrysler 300. All these cars have dominated in the earlier races. Let's see what's happened. Here they go. It looks like the Fairmont is in the lead, the Chrysler 300 in second, and they come around. The Fairmont finishes. Oh, the Chrysler gets pushed across, then the Corvette, and the BMW Roadster will not cross the line. So we change lanes, go to heat 2. Here we go. Fairmont comes out of the corner first. He's turned sideways, now straightens up, gains speed. It looks like the Roadster has moved into second, followed by the Chrysler, who's fighting him hard for second place, but will not go. It's going to be the Fairmont, the Chrysler. I'm sorry, Fairmont, Roadster, and the Chrysler with the Corvette last. Heat 3. Here they go back. No, the Corvette gets around the 300 as it loses control. So the 97 Corvette looks like it will take first. Second will go to the Chrysler. And third will go to the BMW Roadster if he crosses, and it does. Our other car, Fairmont's up in the turn. Here we go. Last race. Down we go. They're all beating each other up in the first curve. It looks like the Fairmont's going to get out ahead, and it is, followed by the Corvette. Those are going to be only 2 cars to finish. The Fairmont takes first. The Corvette takes second. The other 2 cars up in the first curve, trying to battle it out. So here was a look at our vehicles. Let's see who advances. Big Poppy's 97 Corvette has 11. Peter B's front-running Fairmont has 15. So both of these cars will advance to chase our last 2 winners. And here's the last half of round 3. Red Pill Racing has his Mercedes 500 SEC. Big Poppy Racing has a Ferrari F40, the gold version. The racer who says knee has his custom Nissan, and R&R Racing has a Ford GT40. They're around. The Mercedes is in first, the gold F40 in second, followed closely by the GT. They're around the last curve. The Mercedes will take first. No, folks, it didn't happen. Look at this. The F40 actually passed the Mercedes to take first. So here we go, round 2. Down they go. Again, the Mercedes in first, the F40 in second, the custom Nissan in third. Around comes the Mercedes. He's not going to get caught this time. He's first. The Ferrari second. The custom Z-Car is third, and the GT40 is off the track. So we're going to round 3. Here we go into the curve. It looks like the F40. Nope. The Mercedes is coming around. He's losing control, trying to outrace the F40, and he will not. The F40 passes the Mercedes in the final stretch, followed by the Ford GT40 and the custom Nissan. So this is round 4, fourth and final race. I think if the two cars stay on it, it's pretty much set between the Mercedes and the F40. Mercedes is coming around. He will take the first win. Second will go to the F40. Third to the GT40. And looking at these cars, 16 points each for the Big Poppy's F40 and Red Pill Racing's Mercedes 500 SEC. So these two cars will go on to get the winners of this race. Kaboom Racing has his Chevy Stalker. Your Nightmare Racing has the Praetorian Guard. Nick Devers Racing has a Mercedes 500 SEC. And the Po' Boy Racing has a Shadow Jet. Folks, we're racing now. Here we go. Down the first track, everybody through the squeeze. Everybody's down. Well, they got through the curve, but they're fighting. They're going to get, it looks like the Shadow Jet is going to back its way around and finish, and that will be the only car that finishes the first heat. So the Shadow Jet get 5, and no one else places in that heat at all. These are 4 good cars facing each other. We swap our lanes. We're off in heat 2. Here they go down the track. They all hit the big curve. Looks like the Praetorian Guard's looking second, trying to chase down the and passes. He passes the Mercedes in the last stretch, with the Shadow Jet finishing third and our Stalker up in the first curve. So Stalker's not finished a race yet. First time for him. Here we go with heat 3. Down we go into the curve. Oh, somebody's out. It looks like the Chevy Stalker again. It's the Praetorian Guard fighting with the Mercedes. Back and forth they go. And it looks like the PG is going to take the Mercedes and is going to be followed in third by the Shadow Jet. And every race counts, folks. You need to finish. If you don't finish the race, you can't depend on points to advance. The last heat. Here we go. Everybody through the squeeze. Everybody around the curve. The Shadow Jet's taken out in first, followed by the Stalker. He's trying to chase him down. Don't know if he's going to be able to do it or not. It looks like the Shadow Jet wins. The Stalker takes second. As we look here, it looks like the Mercedes will take third. The Praetorian Guard will get fourth. So here's our 4 cars, and here are our scores. The Praetorian Guard and the Po' Boy's Shadow Jet will advance on to race against the last 2 winners. There they are. Congratulations, gentlemen. Our next heat. Tie one on. Sandy Mack has a Ford GT40. The Racer Who Says Knee has a Shark Cruiser. Toon Tracks Racing has a faster than ever Batmobile, and League of Speed has that Cadillac Escalade. Here we go down the track, through the squeeze, around the curve. The Escalade's out in first. He's walking off. Batmobile's in second, followed by the Ford GT40. Shark Cruiser is coming down last, and that's how they will finish. See if the Shark can get across. He will, yes. So we go to round 2. Lanes are changed. Escalade's next to the GT40 right now. Let's see how that works out. Looks like the Escalade's down first. The Ford GT40 and the Shark Cruiser hits the side of the wall and loses control. The Escalade will take this as an easy win. The Ford GT40 with an easy second. And I don't think the Shark Cruiser can't get out of the curve. And, of course, our other Fatmobile is up there. Heat 3. Here we go into the curve again. Again, the Escalade's the first in. He comes out sideways, but gets straightened out coming out. He's backwards. Here comes the GT40 after him. He will not catch him, though. Escalade takes first. GT40 takes second. And the Shark Cruiser will take nothing. Just don't have the fins. Don't have the fins. And there's our other Batmobile turned upside down. Last heat. Second place is up for grabs. Down they go. Around they go. It looks like the Batmobile's run off this time. Nobody's touched him, so he got through everything pretty easy. He's going to take first. The Escalade's going to take second. They don't know if the other 2 cars are going to... No, they're not going to finish. They're still up in the first curve right there. Both cars, the Shark. So here's our 4 entries, and here's our score. Well, we got a tie. The GT40 and the Batmobile are tied. So we've got a 1-car race-off. Let's see what happens. Of course, the Escalade won easily, scoring 18 points, winning 3 of the 4 races. Here they go. The Batmobile's in the head. No, the GT40. Sandy Mack has just walked off past the Batmobile, and she will win, and she will advance. So that means the Escalade and the GT40 will take on the next two winners of the final heat of round 3. Who's that, you ask? Hot Wheels Calgary has a Ferrari F40. Your Nightmare Racing, a Johnny Lightning Coca-Cola Studebaker. Jim L has a Shadow Jet, a white one. And Big Poppy has a Mitsu Evo Lancer, or Lancer Evo. Let's see what happens. Everybody's in through the squeeze. Nope, one of them's off. 2 cars are off. It's between the Studebaker and the Shadow Jet. And I don't think the Shadow Jet's going to catch it. I hope the Shadow Jet at least finish. He gets around the curve, and he is not, folks. So only the Studebaker finishes the first heat. Let's go to heat 2. Cars are moved. Here we go. Into the squeeze, around the curve. It looks like everybody's moving so far. And here we go around the curve 2, around curve 3. Hot Wheels Calgary and his F40 are in first. And then Your Nightmare Racing Studebaker will take it second, and Jim L's Shadow Jet will take third. Big Poppy's Evo is on its top. Heat 3. Swapped and going through the squeeze, around the curve. Oh, we got, the Evo's over again. So what we got, the F40 is taking off ahead of the Studebaker. It will win. Studebaker second, Shadow Jet third, the same as last heat. And same as last heat, the Evo's on his top. Not being kind to the Evos in this race. Let's look at the fourth heat. Down the hill they go. Through the squeeze they go. Around the corner they go. And the F40 and the Studebaker are fighting hard. Now the Shadow Jet comes up. Let's see what we've got. They've gone, I don't know if any, no. Well, nobody. Nobody's going to take this heat. Nobody can finish, so we're going to rerun it. Here we go. One more time, heat 4. Down we go. Cars are in the same as they ran last time. They come around. The Ferrari F40's in first, Shadow Jet's in second. Looks like the Evo this time might actually make it around the track. And Hot Wheels Calgary will win. The Shadow Jet second, and Big Poppy's Evo third. Up top, the Studebaker's turned over. And looking at the scores, it ain't going to matter, because Hot Wheels Calgary has 15 with his F40. The Studebaker has 11. All the winners from this round will get 3 additional points as they go into the 4th round, or what we call the quarterfinals. So here we go. Nick Deaver's Burlesque, Pull Boy Racing's red F40, Your Nightmare Racing's white F40, and Jim L's Studebaker. Yeah, folks, we're down to the meat and taters now. Here we go. Down through the squeeze. Everybody's still moving around the curve, down the hill. Oh, the white 40's been pushed off by the Studebaker. It's the Studebaker and the Burlesque. Studebaker Burlesque, the Studebaker takes first. I'm sorry, yeah, and the Burlesque second, and third goes to the red F40. And white F40 was just pushed plumb off the track. See him on the paper. Here we go, number 2. Through the squeeze, around the curve, down the hill. The white F40's in first. The Studebaker in second. Burlesque in third. And the red F40's in fourth. And that is how they will finish. 5, 3, 2, 1 accordingly. Heat 3. Down we go, into the squeeze. Nope, we got somebody not going to make it this time. Nick Deaver's Burlesque, as well as Your Nightmare Racing's F140, will be the only 2 to finish this race. First to the Burlesque, second to the F40. Both the other cars are up here in the turn. We go to our next heat. Down they go, into the squeeze. Around the curve, everybody's still playing. They're tussling back and forth. The Studebaker's in front. Burlesque has gotten past. The Studebaker's just sort of blocking traffic right now. The Burlesque will finish. I don't know if the F40 will make it. He will. The F40 gets second. And those will be the only 2 cars to finish. So let's look at that. It was the 4th heat. So here's our cars again. Let's take a look. The winner for the next round, Nick Deaver's Burlesque has 15, and Your Nightmare Racing white F40 has 11. So those 2 cars will advance to the semis, and they will take on the 2 winners of this race. Hot Wheel Calgary Speed Bump, Nick Deaver's Camaro IROC Z28, Big Poppy's 97 Corvette, and Peter B's front-running Fairmont. Meat and tater time. Here we go. Down they go into the squeeze. Looks like, oh, the Fairmont hit top and came back down. He is not going to complete the race. The IROC the IROC comes off the course. The IROC comes off the course. The 97 Corvette will finish. Speed Bump will take second. And up at the top is the Fairmont, where he actually just hit the curve too hard. And Nick Devers he went under the covers there. He's actually under the layer. So here we go. Moved around heat 2 through the squeeze. Everybody's still racing down around the curve. I think it looks like we've got the IROC is in first. Second's the Corvette. And that's how they will finish. Oh, goodness gracious. Third will be the front-running Fairmont. Let's look at this. Oh, man. The Corvette picked the IROC and pushed him first across the line. Here we go. Heat 3. Everybody through the squeeze. Everybody down the curve. Everybody's running the course through the narrowing, around the second curve, around the third curve. It looks like it's fighting, and it will be the IROC, followed by the Corvette, followed by the Speed Bump, followed by, I don't know, did he make it? Did he get to the line? This is Peter B's front-running Fairmont. Every point counts. Yes, he is at the line, so he gets the 1 point for finishing. Now we go to the last heat. Big squeeze by everybody. The Fairmont's off the track. Down they go. It looks like Corvette's off the track. There's only one car, and that's the Camaro right now. He will take it. So Nick Devers' car looks like what's coming down the hill here. Oh, it's the Speed Bump pushing the Corvette upside down. Big Poppy just ain't going to have it, holding that Speed Bump in place. Here they are. Here's the cars, and the two that advance will be Nick Devers' Camaro and Big Poppy's Corvette. 15 and 11 points. So these two cars will take on Nick Devers' Burlesque and your Nightmare Racing's White F40. Here's our next heat. Red Pill Racing, Mercedes 500. Big Poppy's Gold F40. Your Nightmare Racing's Praetorian Guard and Pull Boys Shadow Jet. Down they go. Around the track, everybody's through the curve. And down the squeeze, the Shadow Jet's turned around backwards again like he did in the last race. The F40 was off the track, then back on the track. But it will be Shadow Jet, F40, Mercedes, and Praetorian Guard in that order for race 1. Let's go to heat 2. They're through the squeeze. Piled up, coming down the race. Here we go. They come around the track. The Mercedes is in first. He comes around. Oh, he loses it. Comes around. The F40 passes both cars. It looks like the Praetorian Guard and they got mixed up, and the F40 just came around them. The Shadow Jet's off the track up at the top. Here we go to heat 3. What's going to happen? Through the squeeze, around the curve. Looks like the Praetorian Guard and the Mercedes are fighting for first. Fighting. Praetorian Guard has knocked him over, will win. The Shadow Jet will take second. And we go to heat 3. Folks, every point counts here. Through the squeeze. Around the curve, down the hill. Everybody's racing. The Mercedes is shot in first. The F40 just shot past the Praetorian Guard. They go into the last curve. Mercedes will finish first. The Ferrari second. The Praetorian Guard third. And the Shadow Jet will take last place. So here's the 4 cars. Here's the scores. Big Poppy and his Ferrari F40 will advance with 11, as well as Pull Boy Racing's Shadow Jet has 9. Here's who they race. Taiwan Sandy with her GT40, League of Speed with the Escalade, Hot Wheel Calgary has his F40, and Your Nightmare Racing has the Studebaker. This is going to be a race, folks. I'm just telling you, it's got to be. We're down to the nitty-gritty, the best cars on the track. The Escalade's run off again. The GT40's in second. The F40 is fighting the Studebaker. Studebaker looks like he's trying to get around. No, he will not let him. Hot Wheels Calgary will not let that Studebaker around. Here we go, heat 2. They go around the curve. It looks like the F40's out in front. Ain't going to have no problem this time. The Studebaker in second. Down coming is the GT40, maybe. The F40's first. Studebaker is second. And the GT40 overturned in turn 2. And up at the top, there's our other car. Overturned up there. That's the Escalade. We're going to heat 3. Through the squeeze they go around the top. The Escalade shoots out to the front. He's all over the track. Man, the F40's trying to get around him, fighting. You won't let him pass. The GT40 now is trying to challenge. Comes up and cannot pass. Escalade will take first. The GT40 second. It looks like our Ferrari has come off the track, the edge. And here, the Studebaker also. We've gone to the last round, the last heat. Here we go. The last one from the 4th round are the quarterfinals. Down the hill they go. The F40's taking the early lead. Studebaker in second, fighting. The Escalade is done. The GT40's coming for third. Folks, the Studebaker, we will go to the look. The Studebaker will take the first place. The F40 second. So here's how it finishes. League of Speed's Escalade and Hot Wheel Calgary's F40 tied with 10. And they will advance to race the Shadow Jet and the F40 from the last race. So everybody who advanced to the semifinals gets 5 points. And then there'll be individuals for the finals. We've got Nick Deaver's Burlesque, Your Nightmare Racing's White F40, Big Poppy's 97 Corvette, and Nick Deaver's IROC Z. This will be the first race that a racer has actually faced another car from his group. Here they go through the fight. Oh, he's come off the track onto the styrofoam. It looks like the White F40 is going to finish first. Second's going to be the Corvette. Third's going to be the Burlesque. We got them back in. Here we go, round 2. Down they go around the track. The Corvettes went off to the front. The 97 Corvette of Big Poppy. Second looks like it's going to be the Burlesque. And the White F40 will get around, which means the IROC Z at the top of the track, still in the first curve. Is he there? Yes, he's there. He came off at the first curve. So here we go, changing heat 3. Down the hill they go, into the curve, bouncing around. Here's the Burlesque. Now the Burlesque is off now by himself. I don't think anybody else wants. Oh no, here comes another car out of the group. It looks like the Corvette. Burlesque will take first, get 5 points. Every point counts. Here comes the 97 Corvette. He will get 3 for finishing second. The other cars caught up here in a bunch. And here we go. This is it, folks. The last heat. They're into the curve, around the curve, coming down. It looks like the IROC's in first. He comes around, losing control. The Burlesque is trying to pass. He'll get around him. The Burlesque will get around him, and then the IROC finishes second, and the F40, there's the Corvette at the top. So here's our 4 cars. Who goes to the finals? Nick Deaver's Burlesque and Big Poppy's 97 Corvette. 15 and 11 points. Every race counts. So they will advance. They get the winner of this. Big Poppy's Gold F40, Po' Boy's Shadow Jet, League of Speed's Escalade, and Hot Wheel Calgary's F40. It's red. So here we go, folks. Exciting. Into the squeeze, around the turf. Cars all over the place. It looks like the Escalade is going to break out with the Shadow Jet and the F40 in close pursuit. The Escalade's turned over, folks. The Escalade turned over. And nobody's going to finish this first heat. So we're going to run it again, folks. The Escalade turned over out of the third curve. Here we go into the mess. The Escalade's on his top again. The F40, no, he's not. He's back. What, folks, what's going on? The Shadow Jet has taken heat 1 and the win. The Escalade has gotten second. He was upside down for a while. The 2 F40s are tangling. So here we go with heat 2. This is heat 2. We had to re-one one. Oh, there's the Escalade off. He's off on the curtain. The F40 is followed. Both F40s are following the Shadow Jet down. How's it going to work? The Shadow Jet will take first. The red F40 second. And the gold F40 will take third. There's our... He rolled down the hill a little bit. There he is right there. There's the Escalade. And we're off to heat 3. Into the squeeze around the first curve. And it looks like the red F40 followed by nobody. Is there anybody coming down the hill? Wait, here comes the Shadow Jet. Hot Wheels Calgary's F40 will take first, and the Shadow Jet will take second. He's going to finish. So the only 2 points in that race go to the other 2. There's your Escalade upside down and the F40 sideways. Here's our last heat, folks. What's going to happen? Who knows? Into the squeeze, around the turf. Hot Wheels Calgary's F40's taken first, followed hard by the Escalade, back and forth, back and forth. The F40 will take the... I know the gold card finished third. I don't know who won that race, folks, and it's going to matter. The red F40 will take the win. The Escalade will finish second. The gold F40, and that means that the Shadow Jet and the F40 of Hot Wheels Calgary will advance. So these 2 cars go to the Final 4, and here the Final 4 cars are. You've got Nick Deaver's Burlesque, Big Poppy's 97 Corvette, Po' Boy's Shadow Jet and Hot Wheel Calgary's F40. Heat 1 into the squeeze. Down the curve, round. We got Shadow Jet being followed by Burlesque. F40's in close pursuit. Here comes the Corvette. They will finish. Shadow Jet, Burlesque, F40, and Corvette. Everyone finishes. Heat 2. Every place counts. Every point counts. Into the curve. Everybody's around. No, they're not. The Shadow Jet's jumped out in front. The F40 is in second currently. The Corvette is in third, which means that the Burlesque... No, the Corvette comes around the F40, finishes second to the F40 finishing third. The Burlesque at the top of the track. Here we go. Heat 3. Never say never. Through the squeeze. Through the curve. All 4 cars still on the track. Burlesque out in front. The Corvette in second. Down the route. Here comes the F40 and the Shadow Jet again backwards. And they will finish like that. First going to the Burlesque. Second to the Corvette. Third to the F40. And the Shadow Jet takes last. Last heat, folks. It's all for the money. Let's see what's going to happen. Into the curve they go. Around the curve they go. The F40 is out front. He's by himself. All he's got to do... Oh, no, he's off the track. The F40's come off the track. The Burlesque has passed and got second. The Shadow Jet will take second. I'm sorry. The Burlesque will take the win. Where's the Corvette? The Vet's at the top of the track turned over. So, folks, here it is. First place, Po' Boy Racing's Shadow Jet. Nick Devers, second place with his Burlesque. Third place goes to Big Poppy and the Corvette. And fourth to Hot Wheels, Calgary, and Aaron. So here are your team scores after the Fast Track Free-for-All. Far right side's the score for the event. And the left-hand score is the total as you go all the way down to the teams that have scored. Now let's look at the cars after the free-for-all. Left-hand column is the total score. The right-hand column is the free-for-all score. As you look down the cars where they have moved up, you've got them all the way down to 1 point. And that's where we're at the end of event 6. Going down, we've got one more section here. Last group of cars. Folks, I want to thank everybody for watching. Remember to subscribe. Hit that subscription button. See us next week for Event 7.
This has been a Big Poppy Racing production.